Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eli Fishman from TalkingBall.net and YouTube, Eli Fishman Sports. Back with another interview today. I'm happy to be joined by New York Yankees legend Goose Gossage. Goose, thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure, Eli.
Thanks for coming on. You signed with the Yankees after some time with the White Sox and the Pirates in 1978, and that year you won the World Series, and you were the guy who threw the last pitch of the World Series. You got Say to pop out to Thurman Munson, and you were the World Series champs of 1978. To throw that pitch and get that ring, be the 1978 World Series champs, how did it feel to get that pitch and win the World Series?
Well, that's why we put the uniform on, Eli, is to win a world championship, and I got to play in 3 World Series, a couple of losers, and then winning it in 78, as you mentioned, and getting the ring. Oh my God, that's about as good as it gets. So, that's the ultimate goal that we strive for, is playing in a World Series and then winning a World Series, and just the experience of being in the major leagues is amazing.
Towards the end of your career, you got another big change of scenery, and you went over to Japan, and you played in the Nippon Japanese Baseball League. You were in a whole other country, whole other experience. What was that experience like playing in Japan?
Well, it was great. I always thought during my career, Eli, that through the early stages, that if I got the opportunity, I thought, oh man, what would that be like, to go to Japan and play in a different country? And baseball is so popular over there. And then came the opportunity in 1990. I went over there and got an opportunity to play over there, and it was a great experience. I took my kids over there, and we played in Fukuoka with the Daiei Hawks. And it's way down on Kyushu Island, and it's all Japanese. You see very few Americans. Really, the only Americans you see down there are English teachers. And I took my family down there, and my kids are all towheads. And as you know, Japanese people have predominantly black hair. And everywhere we walked in that city, we were like the Pied Piper. We'd have 200 or 300 people following us through the streets of Fukuoka, and it was like the Martians had landed, with the blonde hair, and the kids would have to come up and touch my kids' hair, and it kind of freaked them out at first. And we said, hey, they've just never seen blonde-haired kids, And it was just like the Martians had landed, but it was a great experience. They rolled out the red carpet for me and my family, and it was just a very positive. I'm glad that I got the experience. It was great for my family, and it was great. I always wanted to see what their baseball was, and I saw at that time a lot of players over there that I knew could play here. And Hideo Nomo came over with the Dodgers a couple of years later. I saw him pitch, and I said, man, this didn't take a genius to figure out that this guy could pitch. But it was a great experience, and then shortly thereafter, quite a few Japanese players have been coming over.
After that, you came back to the U.S., you played a few more years, and then you retired. And 4 years after you retired, you achieved baseball immortality. And in 2008, you were elected into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. That's the ultimate baseball goal. That's when you get there, you're a legend. To get baseball immortality, to be in Cooperstown, what's that like to know?
Oh, I can't even comprehend that I went into the Hall of Fame. There was people would say, hey, you could go into the Hall of Fame, and I'd meet a Hall of Famer throughout my travels in the major leagues, and I go, man, I'd look at a Hall of Famer, I go, man, what must that be like? And now I'm part of that fraternity, and I really, Eli, I just can't even comprehend. It hasn't even registered yet, and I went in 2008, and it's 2017, and I'm still waiting for it to register, but I don't think it ever is going to. And it's a great honor, to say the least. Very humbling. Baseball, we had a great saying. Baseball's made up of players who have been humbled and those that soon will be. And it's a very difficult, hard game to play. There are so many different facets of the game that you have to learn. Not just hitting, not just pitching, playing the field, running bases, getting jumps on balls, running the bases properly, hitting the right cutoff guys. So much to the game, and that's what makes baseball such a beautiful game.